Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dark Imp, and as you can see here, we're back in Pokemon Xenoverse. Right now, I'm actually still in the abandoned bunker, as this is where I left off last episode. We, again, last episode, went to Polaris Town, talked to Taraxo, Looker, heard about the Apollo tournament, which we will be doing later on, and then we also heard about this place, the abandoned bunker. Went to West Tar City, saw Chrysler and the gym leader Caspar, almost forgot his name there. They were having an argument saying that it was either above Sunflower Canyon or below Sunflower Canyon. And I mean, it was technically below Sunflower Canyon like Chrysler had predicted. Because Caspar was saying it had to have been above. And last episode we also, ended off right here, but not before facing off against two X Ditto, which came out of these little drains that transform into the X Elekid and X Sharpedo that we once fought at the beginning of the journey. Now, we just have to go downstairs, as that's where the rest of the people are, except for Revolver, who is right here for some reason. What do you have to say? Oh, that's why. I forgot, he actually entered that mode last episode in order to protect us. Okay, here's another room. I wonder if there are any pages for the diary we found in here. As it seems like there's an item box. Fire room. Also, that's a weird looking Gengar statue. At least I think it's a Gengar. Oh, I see a page. Why are we blocked? Oh. Okay, so one of those tiles is wrong. Our repel wore off. What the hell? Oh, so I'm guessing when the light is dark, that's when we can get over to it. Or not. So I'm guessing we just can't get over there. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so it has to be something over here. Oh! It's the switch! That is what does it. So the switch actually turns these old blue ones into red ones. Well, how does that help me? Alright, our repel wore off. Let's use another one. I don't know how this one's gonna work. I'm very confused on how to get through here. Because if this goes blue, how am I going to get through? Unless it wants me to go all the way around, which it probably does not. Okay, that's in the way. Hmm. How the hell do I get over there? Okay, I am very, very clueless. I will see you all back when I've figured out how to do this. Okay, I've got it figured out. Alright, there's another switch here. Okay. Oh, so at least we got the diary page. Okay. Well, now we know where to go because of that rock. I just interacted with it because it looked funny. I didn't think it would actually lead to something, but then again, what could be done about, you know, the blue path over here? Okay, so there's a room right there. I'm guessing that's the only place we can go. Or not. Okay, our repel wore off. Well, there's a basement. So I'm guessing that's where we need to go. But what's in that room? It's just Team Dimension stuff. A? That's A. And there's B. Also, here's a page. And that whiteboard has a Bisharp. Does that explain how they got their Bisharp? And how they, you know, fused them? Yes, let's try to read them. Research on results, subject 48, report number 2. Subject 48 is the first to show signs of compatibility after 47 failures. In order to avoid shock from the X energy being too strong, we thought increasing the quantity of genetic material that had to absorb the radiation. This is why we actuated the procedure of cellular fusion between the two specimens, and this might have been the turning point. Report number 5. It has regained consciousness. The bodies of the two specimens are now almost completely fused, the only part still separated being the head. Looks like one of the two specimens has taken control over the other one. Report number 6. It's back in a coma. It looks like the cellular fusion was unstable, and the first signs of rejection were painful enough to cause a neurogenic shock. Despite the fact that it's painful for the subject, will carry on the administration of X energy. Why are you going on if it's painful? It can be considered a success. Now it is a single Pokemon. The two heads are completely fused together. Despite it displaying symptoms of multiple personalities, it can be considered stable. It will now be assigned for field operations called Bisharp X. So they just fused a Pokemon and just called it, yeah, An X Pokemon. Okay. Team Dimension is something else, man. But are these the old A and B models? Or is that the original A and B? And if it's the original, how the hell is S around? And is he just like the Bisharp? What, did they just take them and fuse them? Because, I mean, it's probably easier to, like, fuse a robot. Like, let's be real. For example, the Pokemon Beldum, when it evolves, it's just two Beldum fusing into a Metang. So I saw a funny-looking rock. But why did I jump? Like, my character, he just jumped. Something is up ahead. Okay, that rock is just a natural one. So, what are we looking at? Is it just a tube? And lettuce? There's something up ahead, because there's a Porygon box. Are our Pokemon healed? Okay, yeah, they very much are. I don't remember healing them. Okay, so we do gotta go this way. There's the Ditto. Damn them, looks like things are going to get tedious. Are they going to transform into more X Pokemon? Yup. Thankfully, we know how to take care of the Galvantula, because that one, we two-shot it. Gengar, it's going to be a little more tricky, but we got Brutus this time. This time they're different. Be careful. Dark, lend me a hand. I'm guessing Versal will eventually help us, and then Caspar. Because it makes sense. So far, it's going to be 2 characters. A total of 4 Pokemon already. Versal for 6, Caspar for 8. Alright, let's go. Alright, bringing on the boss Pokemon Ditto X wants to battle. Okay, Galvantula and Gengar. Well, we got Vulcan up in front. That Galvantula is going to be dead. Because we got Flamethrower, we got Fire Fang. But I believe when we fought Galvantula, we did not know Flamethrower, only Fire Fang. But let's see what a Flamethrower can do, as that's more powerful than a Fire Fang. Okay, but it is clearly faster. It's going to lower our speed with Icy Wind, as that's what Icy Wind does. Like, this is just taking me back to, like, all the way. Galvantula, I believe, was, what, episode 7? Gengar, episode 10? Like, damn, that was so long ago. And obviously, like, this X music, I'm just loving it. It's just like, yeah, we aren't completely done. The Team Dimension music, we're probably done. Like, we fought all the rest of Team Dimension. Also, Galvantula lost an entire health bar. Let's see what a Fire Fang would do. Assuming we don't miss it. And it knows round? Okay, so it went for the Raichu, which is a strange move. Actually, then again, considering Vulcan's a sound type, he would have resisted it. Okay, the Dragon Pulse is obviously on Vulcan. Because, you know, he's weak to it. Oh my god. What the actual hell? Alright. Let's send an Inky. Galvantula is quad weak to rock. If we go for one ancient power, probably get an Omni boost. But we have a Hardstone, Stab, super effective, and obviously his ability, which boosts it if he moves last, or, after the target. Why are you going for Thunder on a damn Galvantula, dude? Like, electricity ain't gonna work on this kind of bug. Hell no. Thank you, Gengar, for getting rid of the Raichu. Oh, so I forgot Chrysler is working with us. Ancient Power's a double hit move? Okay, no, it's not. They just made it look like that. You have a Metagross? Oh, I actually forgot Metagross was even in this game. Because now I remember Team Dimension had Metang at one point. Let's go for another Ancient Power. Why Rain Dance of all things? Like, that's just the weirdest moveset I've ever seen. Okay, they went for Inky, and I believe it was Gengar who used Extra Sensory, I believe is what the move was. Okay, I believe they're attacking the Gengar. Oh wait, no, I forgot Rock Slide is the double hit move. What we're going for isn't. Okay, I'm guessing everything on, like, the side where the Gengar is, that's obviously going to be the tough one, like the Sharpedo. That thing lived the entire fight. But eventually it went down. Let's go for a rock throw. Just start throwing rocks. Dragon Endurance? You just boosted my team, I believe. Okay, Meteor Mash. Well, the Galvantula is probably gonna die. Close, but not quite. Oh, it was just a crit. Yeah, that crit could have did this much more. Well, seeing as Metagross is probably going to try and kill the Galvantula, might as well just go for a Gengar. If Inky goes down, do I send in Ripper next to just hit Gengar with the Toxic? Because, I mean, it's not exactly a poison type, so surely it won't resist it. Or we could send in Brutus, because he has Crunch, Ice Fang, and Icicle Crash? I was gonna say Avalanche, but no. Okay, I went for Meteor Mash on the Galvantula. And as I thought, okay. You could not have done a little more than that? Okay, Galvantula is down. There was no way it would have lived that Meteor Mash in the first place. In fact, it shouldn't have lived the previous one. Also, Metagross, that is the worst time to get a stat boost. Like, you're already dying, dude. Meanwhile, Inky is at like half health. Actually, that's literally half its health. 156 out of 312. Alright, Ancient Power on Gengar. That did more than Metagross's fucking Meteor Mash. And that says something, because Metagross is a physical attacker, Inky is a special attacker, and we used a physical attack. Okay, thank you. You got rid of Inky, which is exactly what I wanted, because now I have 4 more Pokemon left. One of which will inflict something upon you, the other is capable of taking you out. Alright, the rain is done. Alright, let's send in Ripper, as I said we would. And we're gonna hit it with the Toxic. And considering Ripper is a poison type, Toxic won't miss. For some reason they made it so poison types cannot miss a Toxic. When the hell did they set up Stealth Rocks? Is it boosting up my team, or is it boosting up itself? I have no idea. Anyways, Metagross goes for a Rock Slide. Alright, we land the Toxic. Now that's going to do a lot of damage over time. Now we send in Requio, because this Gengar is part Psychic type, so its Psychic moves won't do anything to Requio. Because Requio is a strong physical attacker, but I believe he is quite slow, I don't know. But if he's slow, oh well. Oh, and yeah, he has pressure, so that means, hey, we're basically making the Gengar want to struggle. Okay, thank God we sent in Requio. It knows Psyshock. Hey, only the real Gengar can make that creepy look. Fake-ass clone. Okay, so that Gengar, its health bar is at 1 HP, but Toxic, basically ruins that chance for Gengar by making it go down. Alright. Now we start hitting hard with a Night Slash. It knows Shadow Ball. Like, it's just been using Dragon Endurance, Dragon Pulse. So, are those its 4 moves, or does it know more than that? Like, what the hell? Anyways, Metagross is down. Chrysler, you better tell me you got more Pokemon than that. And Requio, you could have did a lot more. Considering Night Slash can land a crit, it could have actually done up to here. Poison could have got it to here. Okay, Chrysler doesn't have more Pokemon. That is a damn shame. Making me do all the work. Dude, this X Pokemon theme is such a vibe. I really love it. Alright. Poison should take down this health bar, at least I hope it does. Okay, it did. Let's hope we get a crit with this next Night Slash. Alright, it goes for a Shadow Ball. We resist, I believe. Yeah, we resist. because we're not immune. Alright, we land a Night Slash. Okay, it's just a normal one, but that one seemed to do a lot less damage. Our leftovers kick in, and... Alright. But so does Poison. Oh, that did quite a bit. That did quite a bit. Like, that did more damage than our Night Slash. At least I think. I'm not very good at guessing. You went for a Psy Shock. Like, bro, we have a Dark type out. Is it really that hard to realize? Then again, it's just a Ditto, and Ditto's not exactly very smart. Alright, now let's see how much the Poison does. After our leftovers, heal us up. Yummy leftovers. Okay, so our Night Slash should put it around here, and then Poison should kill it. Which means this should be Gengar's, well, technically Ditto's last turn being alive for this battle. Alright. Night Slash landed. Okay. Our leftovers heal us up. And Poison should do the trick. And I was right, that was its last turn being alive. Alright, we've won that battle. You triggered the Fury Seal. So we're gonna use it like a total of 4 times on the Ditto before we're able to catch them. Almost seems like they're trying to keep us from something as well. And they escaped. What a pain. Looks like Raichu can handle them alone. You guys go on. I'll stay in control of the situation here. So be it, but be careful. Let's proceed. Your group advances, leaving Chrysler to control the situation. I believe once all 4 members are guarding a spot, that's when whatever the Dittos are probably trying to keep us away from comes out. Because, like, let's be reasonable. If there were 2 rabid Ditto, I don't think they'd be just trying to let us enter willy-nilly unless they, like, without getting in our way if they wanted to protect us. There's a bunch of trees. Grass room. Is there going to be a water room? There's definitely a water room. Alright, let's cut down more trees. We're basically doing this place's gardening work. What the hell? That scared the crap out of me. I thought I was getting ambushed. This should take us right back. Of course, the trees have grown back. Damn, Team Dimension. They don't even have enough money to pay the electric bill. I want to be able to see what's going on in here, dude. Also, there's a path right here. Did not realize. Probably because I couldn't see it the first time because it's so dark right over here. Why is there a red tile? There's something over this way. I'll get to it later. That's why there's red tiles. There's something here. Wait, no. There isn't anything right there, though. Oh, there's a tree. They need to give us like an HM for Flash, man. It's so damn dark in this bunker. That frightens me. Actually, now that I think about it, it's almost like the Xenoverse is crossing over. Because when you think about that purple light that it's emitting, there's a room. More trees. Why is there a tree just right here? There's a billboard for Scoville, I see. Will this give us an explanation for Dahlia? Some parts of the text are blurred. Subject 74, report number 1. 25 unsuccessful experiments on the lead subject 48 gave us. We took the decision to stop to take a look at the genetic differences between X species and a terrestrial species, and act consequently. Okay, the reference is subject 74, aka Scoville. Various analysis run on specimens Roserade and Roserade X are ready to start with the experiments on subject 74. From the results of these, we decided administering an increasing amount of NX energy instead of keeping it constant. Experiments on subject 75 will start too. What the hell is subject 75? Because this is 74. The influence of X energy on beings from other dimensions. Okay, it still hasn't shown any sign of rejection or discomfort even though its exposition to X energy. It isn't aggressive enough to change its nature completely, like with subject 0. Raichu? Because if I remember, Lieutenant Surge said something about them dubbing his Raichu as subject 0. Or specimen 0? Either way, it was something with the 0. So Team Dimension 100% did fuck around with this Raichu. They must have did it here. But still enough to change or modify it significantly or noticing small behavioral changes in the subject that can be considered negligible and due to the duration of the experiments. Number 11. Okay. It's still going on. We've been displaying the typical characteristics of its species, but now the behaviors Changes are getting more ingrained, besides a lot more short-tempered and agitated, lost the capacity to move on its legs, going back to a quadrupedal posture. Experiments will instead be halted indefinitely due to an incident happening during one of those. There's more. Oh, it's stable, and as such, a success despite the alteration in personality displayed through the experiments. It looks like it will still be usable. It will be assigned to field operations with the kernel and called Scoville X. Dahlia. So that's how she got her Scoville. Alright, let's make our way back. Okay, good. Because this room has a portal. Oh, there's a tree. Okay. So I'm guessing it's the one path we found down here. Because there's a portal right there, clearly. This is the right way to go. And there's a stairway. Well, there's this path right here, which takes us to a diary page and a Porygon box. There's another fight up ahead. Which, let's just heal. Alright, we're good to go. So how many diary pages do we have? I'm just curious. We got number 3, number 4, number 7, and number 10. Oh, it says right here we have 4 out of 11. I'm quite a dumbass. I did not notice that part. Oh. Okay, there is definitely a fight up ahead. Careful. So Casbar's gonna help us out. That was close. Now I'm gonna guess... what X Pokemon will it be? Which one was it before the 5th gym? I believe Rapidash would make sense. Yeah, because Casper was the 5th gym leader, so... Rapidash and something else. What was it? Roserade? Okay, he asked if we're okay. Yeah, we definitely are. Let's give you a hand. Oh, Slurpuff. No, Roserade's next. Oh, okay.
Looks like this won't be an easy battle.
Oh, that Rapidash definitely wasn't easy. Slurpuff, eh. They're both weak to ground, actually. Alright, we're bringing it on. The boss Pokemon X Ditto wants to battle, and it's Slurpuff and Rapidash, and as I mentioned earlier, they're both weak to ground, which I did not realize that sooner. Mainly this form of Rapidash, as the other form, this is Storm form, it's pure electric, which is weak to electric. The other one, which I believe is called like Calm Mode, or something like that, it is pure flying, so it's immune. It doesn't resist. My bad. Ground type. All right, we got Vulcan up in front, who should be able to do at least something. Let's go for a Boom Burst. Wait, does Air Cutter flinch, or am I just thinking of Air Slash? Okay, it's a crit. It's not very effective, but it's super effective on a Cacturn. Okay, we did a little bit. Oh, we took out Cacturn. To be fair, that Cacturn is useless. Like, that Slurpuff would have killed it instantly. Okay, Rapidash is down. Finally. That took so fucking long, dude. Like almost 30 fucking minutes. Okay, finally. Dear God, that took so long. Okay, they're down. That took way longer than it needed to be. That took almost an hour. I probably cut out like the whole fight except for like these two going down. Like I probably kept Rapidash dying and Slurpuff dying in the video. Just cut the rest of the battle out. Cause dear God, as I said, that took so long. Like 40 plus minutes. Anyways, we triggered the Fury Seal. The Dittos escaped.
The matter is getting really tedious. We can't be much far from the origin. We have to keep going. You should head further down. I'll stay here and make sure these two dittos don't follow you.
What do you mean they don't follow us? We're following them.
I see. Dark, let's go.
Oh.
Dark,
Yeah, Caspar?
keep an eye on your father and my steed. I trust your judgment.
Alright. The group advances, leaving Caspar to control the situation. Oh, so I wouldn't call it a group, I just call it a duo, as it's just me and Versal. There's one more room. At least I hope it's just one more.